Oh no, I've destroyed my gun by throwing it 2 times. I was trying to be smart there. That was not smart. Hello Internet, welcome to Games Done Wrongish. Today we'll be taking a look at the second 2 games granted to the Xbox Live Gold subscribers for the month of March 2018. The titles are Superhot and Conundrum. Let's take a look, shall we? Super hot, super hot, super hot is the sound that will be imprinted in your brain for days after playing this game. Superhot is a fun game that puts a twist on the usual first-person shooter style game. In this game, firstly, the left trigger is jump, not aim. Remember that, it's a useful piece of information as jumping counts as moving. The main feature or gimmick in this game is the fact that when you stop doing anything, everything in the game freezes. Well, sort of. It seemed to me that the game did still progress, albeit very, very slowly when you are not making any actions. This could be some drift on my controller though, so perhaps the game is actually paused when you are not doing anything at all. I'm not too sure. It does not matter anyway, the main thing is that when you walk, jump, turn, aim or shoot, the game is set in motion again. Other than this, you are pretty much in a first-person shooter game in which all of the red enemies are trying to kill you and you must find the best way to kill them first. Each level or area seems to be set in just 1 or 2 rooms, so far in my experience anyway. This will be flooded with enemies either right away or as you progress. Standing still and looking around can help you figure out which direction the enemies are coming from, although doing this can also allow more enemies to enter the area and make it more difficult to try and dodge or move out of the way of enemy fire. There are also instances in which you can just move back and forth slowly behind a wall, allowing the enemies to funnel in one by one and take them out, like I'm doing here. There are also some very cool stunts you can perform in the game, like throwing an empty pistol at an enemy to knock them back and make them let go of their weapon, then catching that weapon in mid-air and turning it on the enemy. There are also some levels that you must complete unarmed or with melee attacks and a baseball bat to be more precise. These require you to work out the nearest and most dangerous threat, take it out and ensure you are positioned and ready for the next one before it comes. These can be pretty tough at first but fun to get the hang of. When you fail and get killed, you simply restart the same level and get to go through it again, making changes at the point you went wrong. As the missions are all very short, this is not a major setback and it is a fun way to try new things and get the job done. There is a story going on in the background in which you are supposedly playing a pirated copy of the game, but it seems to turn into something more. Kind of hacking into something you should not, instead of just playing a game you got from a friend for free. The game has 25 achievements to collect for a total of 1000 points. The average time to collect them all is 20 to 25 hours. Overall, I found this game to be a lot of fun in my short playthrough. It will drive you insane after a while hearing the word super hot repeated over and over at the end of each level, but apart from that it's pretty cool. I love that they went with something different here and did not just make another polygon shooter. That they changed the way the game plays and tried something different, and as far as I'm concerned it paid off. Pick it up and give it a go if you've never played it before. I am sure you will get at least an hour's worth of fun out of it, if not a lot more. Conundrum is an Xbox Live Arcade title that is based around a 3D routine puzzle solving game. In this game you solve puzzles by altering the reality around you. As such, you can make all the objects around you fluffy, which makes them light and soft. This allows you to pick heavy items up to move or throw them as you see fit. Your main aim in the first few levels is to make things light so that you can pick them up and put them on a weight sensored pressure pad before turning them back into heavy items such as a safe to activate the pad. The first ability apparently makes everything weigh 10 times less than they would normally, which is what allows you to pick them up and throw them. Later on in the game you get your next ability which allows you to alter that reality completely, making everything around you weigh 10 times more than they would ordinarily. This can make items so dense that they can block laser beams or fall faster. As you go through the puzzles you would then need to combine the abilities, activating them in sequence or turning them on and off altogether to manipulate the world around you to reach your goal. For instance, you may need to make an object soft so that you can throw it and then quickly while it is in mid-air make it much heavier so that it will smash through a window or land where you need it to be. Being an arcade title, the game does not have the full 1000 achievement points of major retail 360 titles or modern Xbox titles. Instead, this game only boasts 400 achievements in the base game. This can be increased to 600 with the DLC available if you like it and decide to expand on the base game. The average time to collect the base achievements is around 8 hours, increasing to 12 hours with the DLC. Overall, I think this game can be fun for a short while, if you like puzzle games that is. If you think of Portal or a game I overviewed for games with gold back in October 2017, the Turing test, then you won't be far off with how this game plays or feels. It is very similar in the fact that you enter a room or test you need to complete before moving on to the next one, until you manage to complete each goal of switching on power connections in the whole mansion to finally open up the front door and leave, I assume. I often go back to games like this at some point just to tax my brain a little with some fun puzzles. If you do the same, then why not download it and give it a go. That wraps up this month's Games with Gold overviews for Games Done Wrongish. Join me again next month when we will do it all over again. If you like this video, please consider watching another. 2 suggestions will be on screen now. Also, if you have not subscribed already, please do so by clicking the icon in the middle of this screen. Every view and subscription will go a long way to helping the channel grow, and in turn will result in more content for you. Thank you, and until the next time, goodbye.